to mommaFit Revival and welcome to week 2. Now, if you have not, go watch the intro video. It talks about everything you can expect for this week. And of course, I mean, even if you didn't watch it, I'm going to give you a brief overview. Since this is your building week, we are working on endurance. You can expect longer durations during the workouts, during the exercises, I should say, themselves. Shorter break, okay? So that kind of gives you a preview into today's workout, which is lower burner. So get those dumbbells ready, okay? If you want, you can use bands for a little extra if you want, but just know we are going for 90 seconds, okay? That's how long we're going for today. So pick the weights accordingly, okay? For this, remember, if you watch the intro, you already know, I need you to go about 50% of your actual max, okay? So if you're used to lifting 20 for squats, you're gonna be doing 10, okay? Your building block does come in at the end of this whole entire workout. It is 4 moves, 60 seconds a piece. There is no rest, you're just gonna move on to the next one. So for that one, you're not gonna worry about the 50%. You're gonna go with your full, whatever you can do, okay? But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into today's workout. We're gonna get started with some squats and butt kickers. Let's go ahead, bring it down for me. Kick it back, there we go. So like I said, this whole entire week, you're gonna notice long durations for your exercises, your workouts, okay? Now, for today, you have technically 5 rounds because you have that burner at the end, but it's very different. So we're gonna exclude that for right now, okay? 4 rounds of work. Now these rounds, sometimes it's the same exercise, just a little bit modified that you're gonna be doing it. And I'll explain that when we get there. Or it's gonna be 2 mixed in. I need you to give me hinges right here. Shoot it back. Bring it up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Shoot it back. You're aiming for that high bar stool chair. Core is engaged. You do have RDLs coming in today. So let's get this down. So, like I said, 4 rounds. Now, in these rounds, you're doing 90 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. All right, go ahead, bring it on down to the ground. From here, you're gonna give me some runners right here. Now, if you need to, drop that knee. I love dropping my knee just because I get more of my hip flexors, which is where it's really tight for me. So do what works for you. All right, you're gonna switch sides here soon. 2, 1, switch it out. But you're repeating each round a total of 3 times. You're going for 90 seconds, only a 15-second break, okay? So listen to your body. If you need a drop in weight, come on up for me. Give me some good hips here. So like I said, 50% of your max. So whatever your max was for week 1 when it comes to these exercises, go ahead, 50% of it, okay? Now, for the first exercise, 2, 1, relax. You are gonna need a bench, a chair, your couch, a coffee table, just like put a towel or something to protect your back. I'm gonna get my bench out here real quick. The thing is, this first one is a hip thrust. Now, if you're like, wait, I don't have any of that nearby me, do not worry. You will do glute bridges on the ground for me, okay? Let me move this real quick. So hip thrust is your first move, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a little bit of a pulse at the top, if you will. So the weight is gonna go right here on your hips. What you're gonna do is you're gonna come down to whatever you're using. If you're not, I will show you during the move itself. I want shoulder blades right on the back here. Now, your gaze is stay straight forward. You're gonna lift up. If you need to, walk your feet out. I need 90 at your knees. Gaze is here. As you go down, you're gonna scoop your pelvis up and squeeze. I need that neutral alignment there. No arching or rounding. Then once you do 2, you're giving me 2 presses. Come and get ready. 2, 1, let's go. Down, scoop up the pelvis and squeeze. Bring it down. Scoop up the pelvis and squeeze. Hold here. Give me 1. Give me 2. And go again. Now, if you don't have anything, like I said, you're gonna do glute bridges, okay? Let me move this out of the way real quick. You're gonna come on down to the ground. You're gonna rotate that pelvis, all right? Core is engaged, weights right here. Lift up, slow 1, 2, 3, shoot up 1, hold. you're gonna give me 2 presses. Now this is one where if you want to use a band, you're gonna slap it just above your knees here. That's gonna give you a little bit of that work, okay? Now, again, I want you to be going about half of what your max is. I know, it's probably like, why in the world am I going half? It feels like I'm not gonna be lifting as much. Remember, the goal for this week is endurance, all right? Goal for this week is endurance. You're less than 30, okay? Less than 30. Goal is endurance. So what that means is you're building up how long your muscles can perform any type of function, okay? So give me 2, and at the top you're gonna squeeze and hold, and you're gonna press out, all right? Again, add that band if you want. Almost done. Relax, slow, slow, slow. Now, you have that again. Another 90 seconds, you have less than 10 officially before we hop back in. So I need you to think about, did that weight feel good? Did it feel challenging enough or did it feel too easy? If it felt too easy, add up. Ready? Let's go. If it felt a little bit challenging, awesome, keep it. All right, we're working on that endurance. Scoop that pelvis up, that is so important. So what I mean by scoop, typically people will rock at their shoulders here, their shoulder blades, instead of focusing on the hips, scooping and moving. So the glutes, which is what we're working here, okay? The glutes help you in a lot of different roles, but one of their roles is to help you become, we're adults, erect. And erect is just straight up. So when you're, for instance, here, it's helping you get to here. When you're sitting, it's helping you. So when you're in the base move and you pull up, that's what it's helping you do. So when you rotate that pelvis, that also helps those glutes function a little bit more instead of staying in that stretched position trying to work. So they actually get to work a little bit better, all right? Core is engaged, all right? Breathe through the move, no holding your breath, no arching of that back. If you feel your low back, I need you to rotate your pelvis. Act like you're trying to scoop it towards your abs. You're doing good. You got less than 15. Squeeze. You're doing 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Good job, good job, good job. Almost there, almost there. And relax. So, 15 seconds, one more time, okay? You got this. Breathe. Do you need to challenge yourself with some more? Do you need to slap on a band? Get ready. You got 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I need you to have a 90-degree bend at your knees. That's what the important thing is here, okay? Do not let your gaze, I don't want your head to rest here. I know it's probably hurting that neck, especially as moms, we tend to have some weak, what's called deep neck flexor muscles, all right? Push through it. If you need to support like I'm supporting, do so, all right? 2 and 2. You're almost done. Push through. Let it burn. Let it burn. Good job. So when you're up here, you're squeezing. It's ever so slight press. If you have a band on, it's really going to challenge it. You're doing great, guys. Push for me. Push. Give me 2. Fight through that burn. If it's getting harder, I need you to fight. I really need you to fight. Like right now, I'm feeling it. I'm right there with you, okay? But I want to get stronger, so I'm not going to quit. I don't want you to quit. Stay with me. You have less than 10. Yes, you can. Let's do it. Come on, mama. I believe in you. Push through it. Push through it. And relax. Ease down. Ease down. Good job. All right. Get whatever you were using out of the way. You don't need it. So next move, staggered RDL to a reverse lunge. Again, 50%. All right, so for this one, you're gonna offset One side, you're gonna have the toes either lined up with the heel of the leg you're gonna work, or you're gonna scoot them back just a little bit. Depends on your flexibility, what works for you, okay? What you're gonna do from here, you're shooting back for that nice RDL. You're coming up, giving me a reverse lunge. One side. One side. All right, breathe. You have less than 10. You can use one dumbbell, you can use two. If you're using one, go about 50% of what one would be for you, okay? Let's go. Right here, down, up, shoot it back for that reverse. And now, how you hold the weight is up to you. It's what feels comfortable for you. So, if you notice, I'm using one. What I'm doing is I'm shooting down. As I come up, I flip it and load it, and then I bring it back. Now, you can use two dumbbells right here, and you can keep them here the whole time. All right, you can use one and keep it down the whole time. You can use two and do what I'm doing. You can use one and do what I'm doing, okay? Again, if you're using one, I need it to be half of what you would use if you were using one. So for one, when it comes to stag, I can use 40 pounds. I'm using 20 right now. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Breathe, rotate that pelvis, core is engaged, slight bend in that knee, okay? Now, if you're feeling your hammies more in this RDL, then that means that your knee is a little bit too straight still, all right? I don't want you squatting in it, but I don't want you straight legged either. I'm not trying to target those hammies right now. They're gonna get it, trust me, they still have it. But I promise, they got it coming up in the next round, okay? Don't wear them out now. The next round, you're actually, go ahead, relax. You're gonna go to the other leg, okay? The next round, you're actually gonna have the option of whether you wanna use bands or dumbbells. So, I should say a dumbbell. Other side, 2, 1, let's go. Offset it, load it, do it. There you go. Give it to me, mama. You should be here with me. You don't have to go my pace, but you should be doing the move. All right? Now, quick form, all right? When it comes to an RDL, I need you to rotate that pelvis. Core is locked in, engaged. You're shooting your glutes back as far as you can, and you're aiming for like a high bar stool chair. You're keeping the weight close to your body and about mid-shin or just above if you need to. Squeeze your glutes, core is engaged as you come up. When it comes to a lunge, a reverse lunge, when you're doing it, you are not stepping directly behind you, all right? You're a little bit off to the side, okay? As you do this, when you come down, you're creating a 90-90. I need your knee in line with your toes, no weeble wobble. Can your knee go over your toes? Yes, if it's not due to an imbalance. All right. Additionally, I need you to have a slight rotation of that pelvis and a slight hinge here. All right. Keep going. The toes, the knee's not going over the toes. That was a long thing a long time ago. Believed that it, go ahead and relax. It was believed that it was bad, it would cause knee damage, etc., etc. But what I need you to do now, regular RDL, right here to reverse lunge. Ready? Go. They believed it would cause knee damage and that it wasn't good for your ankles. Actually, there's some moves where going over your ankle and going over your toes with your knee is actually really, really good for your knee in terms of mobility and functionality. However, those moves are done under controlled cases. You're not typically using weight with them. But when it comes to knees over toes, I think it was like quite a few years ago, they actually debunked it and said that as long as it's not due to an imbalance and it's because of your height, do it. Because some people they noticed who are super tall, they were trying to prevent it because they heard it was so bad. So they were trying to prevent it, and it caused compensations elsewhere and actually created some issues. So they said, okay, let's see what they look like without doing that. And the study showed that they actually got the same work as somebody else who didn't. So like me, Shorty, who doesn't have to have her knees go over her toes. They got the same output, same benefit, etc. And they actually got more than they did if they were trying to protect their knees from going over their toes. So again, it comes down to height is the biggest thing, and as long as it's not because of a muscle imbalance, relax. Woo! Because sometimes we see that if there is like shortening of the calf muscles, etc. Just depends what's going on. Next round, get a band if you want it. I'll show you that in a minute. I'm gonna show you dumbbell first. It's going to feel or maybe look a little weird. Bear with me. You have 1 press to 2 curls. You're laying on the ground. Now what I want you to do, you're gonna place this between your feet, okay? So what I do, I place it on the ground first, then I cup it with my feet. Right there, right where your arch is, and then I lay down. All right, just like that. So then what you're gonna do from here, I typically like to grab a heavy dumbbell and hold on to it. You're gonna give me a press, and then curl, curl. Ready? Let's go. Press, curl, give me another curl. So press, you have a slight bend in your knees, and you're lifting up. It's kind of like a dolphin press. And then you're curling, controlling that weight down and up. 2 curls, 1 press. Now, if you need to, drop the weight. Totally okay to do that. I know you really don't have a baseline for this one. So just go with what you can. That's gonna last you 90 seconds. If you need a band, you're gonna wrap it around both of your feet, okay? Not your ankles, your feet. You're gonna keep your feet flexed, all right? You're gonna lay down. Same thing here. Widen a little bit, so a little bit outside of your hips with your feet. You're gonna lift up for that dolphin, and then you're gonna curl in, down, in, down. And then same thing, press, and you're gonna give me 1 curl on one side, 1 curl on the other side. So until you use the band if you want to. When it comes to the dumbbell, you go a little bit slower. So it's a dolphin press. When you're back here in the dolphin, if you're not using anything, you really don't need something heavy. I use it to anchor me to the ground when I'm using dumbbells. But a dolphin press, your feet are a little bit wider. Ready? Relax. Your feet are a little bit wider than your hips. All right? Or your knees, should I say, because we're using dumbbells. But typical one where you're not using dumbbells, right here. But since we're using a dumbbell, keep your knees wider than your hips. Get ready, 2, 1, go. And hold the weight here. Slight bend in your knees as you go up, and then curl it in. Control the weight down. Because of how we are positioned and how we're holding the weight, gravity is going to be able to get it down a lot easier, okay? Your feet are not the greatest at holding weight, if you can imagine that, right? So gravity is going to be able to work a little bit easier to get this weight down. If you fight gravity more, you're going to get more work out of it, all right? So I really need you to fight it. Knees a little bit wider than hips. Lift, down, curl. Keep your feet together. Hold that weight. Curl. There you go. Press, curl. We're getting glutes and hammies with this one, but you probably feel those hammies firing even more, okay? Press. I told you they were gonna get it this round. Slow and controlled, it's not fast. Notice I'm not going fast. For reference, I'm using 10 pounds here. So not heavy at all. You do what you gotta do though, okay? If you can lift more, do it. But make sure you're able to go the whole time. Relax. Whew. Y'all, I should have turned my fan on. It is so hot. It's been cooler temps lately, so I thought, oh, you know, no issues. Get ready, go. I'm just making sure my weight is good. Okay, we're good. Always double check your weight before you begin again, especially if you just rest it there. If you have to completely get up and reset, reset. I don't want you dropping it. You got to keep your core nice and engaged, including your abdomen when you go to that press, okay? We had some cooler weather, so I thought for sure I'd be okay without the fan. But sometimes when I use a fan, it like sounds really weird with my bike because it like tries to cancel out the noise. So I just don't want it to sound weird when I edit it. I feel like to me, that maybe it's just on the editing software and not like actually when it's produced, but it just sounds very like robotic, I guess. I don't know, it sounds really weird to me. A little bit behind the scenes there for you. One press, 2 curls. So during that press, it's a dolphin press. So you have a slight bend in your knees, okay? It's not straight leg. Now the thing is, well, my hammies actually let me function. All right, so moving on to your 4th one, and remember this is your last one, then we have that burner. So you have dumbbell swing to wide calf raise. So you're getting into that good dumbbell swing position, okay? It's a little bit wider here. Not completely wide, okay, but a little bit wider here. You're gonna give me 4, woo, I felt that on my hammies. You're gonna give me 4 swings. Staying here, you're gonna load the weight up. All right, give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Thing is with the calf raises, I need you to hit your big toes, okay? Don't let it roll out onto the pinkies. Think, hit the big toe. All right, control the descent down. Don't just slam it down. Get that weight, remember, 50%. So if you're not sure what that would be, it's basically a sumo squat, but you're swinging with it, so you get to lift a little bit more. Ready? Go. Now, for reference, I put my weight here. You're going to hinge at your hips, squat down to grab the weight, all right? You're gonna swing it back, hips do the work here, okay? Your core works to stabilize you and lift that weight. This is not about upper body. You're giving me 4, load it up. Then give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the thing is, you can always up the weight, all right? You can always up the weight either during or after, all right? Totally up to you. But I need you to challenge yourself and find something that will let you go for the full 90. Now you can grab it like as if it were to be a kettlebell and let it swing a little bit more. I'm very sweaty right now, so I'm actually grabbing the handle close to one head, okay? Give me 4. I need you to squeeze at the top. What I don't want you to be doing, when you get to the top, a lot of times people will over thrust, all right? I don't want you doing that. That is taking that femur, slamming it forward in that socket for your hip. When you come up, stop neutral alignment, tuck under and squeeze, okay? So what that looks like, coming up, watch, tuck it under and squeeze. I know that sounded really weird to make you look at my butt. Go ahead and relax. But that's what you're doing. You're not slamming your femur forward, okay? You have another round of that, 4 and 4. Also, if there's something, ready, get set, let's go. If there's something where it's like, you're doing 4 of this and 4 of that, if I ever show one over and over, it's typically because I'm talking through the form, not because you just keep doing it over and over. So like I was showing a lot of these swings, right? And not as much as calf raises. So it's talking over the form for it. So 4 and 4, hit that big toe, hit that big toe. There we go, swing it, squeeze it. There you go. 4, load it up, give me 4. Woo! Woo! There you go. Good job, good job. This is your last one. And then you have your builders. Well, you repeat this one more time, but the last round you're doing before your builders. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier. Just a little bit heavier. All right, there we go. That's what I needed. Hit that big toe. Slow that descent down. There we go. Now I know calf raises sometimes don't feel like much, right? But the thing is, working your calves and relax. Working your calves protects not just your ankles, but your knee. It helps those joints, the muscles around them to get stronger and therefore protect them a little bit better. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Last time. You got this. Give me 4. Strong hips, strong glutes, strong mama. Let's go. 4 and 4. Last 90. All right, now here's the thing. Real quick, we're gonna get a brief break. Your burner, this burner is 4 exercises. These 4 exercises you will see every time you redo this builder, okay? What I mean by that, so next week, you're not gonna have any builder. The week after that, you will, all right? When it comes to lower body day again, when there's a builder, these same 4 exercises will appear. And the reason for that is you're gonna track how many reps and what weight you use. You're gonna track if you needed to modify, if you took any break, all of that, all right? There we go, there we go, there we go. Get it! Relax. Woo! Now, again, this time, not half your max. I want you to go your max. Even if that means your max changed because you did endurance, all right? Thing is in life, we don't always get to start by trying to do something the heaviest. Sometimes we have to do endurance all day, then work heavy, okay? All right, so building block, move 1, squat, right here. How you hold your weight, suitcase, 1 in the center, load them up, on your back, completely up to you. I need it max. Then you're going lateral lunge, alternating sides, all right? Then RDL, then sumo. All right, I'm gonna load it up on my back. You got 5. Get ready, give me 2. Let's go. Building block. Here we go. What weight are you using? I need you to first and foremost, when you're doing this, form real quick. Feet are either underneath your hips or slightly outside. Toes are forward if you need them to turn out ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. All right, knees don't weeble wobble. Go down as low as you can without arching, rounding, or knees rocking. Go low, you have a slight hinge here, core is engaged, you're coming up. If you're using the weight, right here, all right, if you're using the weight, it does not hit, all right, does not hit. Your weight is resting at kind of like the top of your shoulders, slightly down below, okay? You got 9, and we go straight into that lateral lunge, okay? Get ready, 2, 1, let's go! Give me lateral lunge. I actually have to drop down for this one. Side to side. Now, you can use 2, you can use 1, up to you. Track it though, track it. All right, whatever you do, needs to be recorded and tracked, all right? You're doing great. Keep pushing, keep pushing. This is only 4 minutes. 4 minutes this round, all right? You're doing great. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Side to side. Don't lose your form. I do not want you to lose your form for reps, all right? Keep going. You're so close. You're so close. There we go, there we go. Breathe for me, breathe for me. Get ready. RDL coming up. Let's go, right into it, right into it. Good job, good job. You're doing great. Breathe, reach for that high bar stool chair. Core is engaged, all right? We're gonna go to our last one here. Sumos, 2, 1, go! You're doing great, you're doing great. Wider stance, slight hinge at those hips. Chest is proud here. No arching, no rounding. Knees, line, and toes. No weeble wobble. You're doing great. Go, go, go. Push, mama. Push for me. You're almost done. I promise you, you're so close. You are so close. Breathe, breathe. You're doing great. Work for me. Less than 15. Less than 15. Go. Get ready. You're almost there. And woo! That's it. Shake it out. You did so good, Mama. Oh, you did so good. Breathe. Walk it out. I want you just walking. In through your nose, out through your mouth. There you go, there you go. So that's what you can expect for this week. Long durations, all right? So, and building blocks. So, you're doing great. You're doing good. You did this workout. Let that be a win, okay? Come on down. Big inhale for me. Come all the way down. Big inhale up. And exhale, bring it down. Big inhale up. Exhale all the way down for me. There you go. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Get that heart rate controlled. Come on down to a deep squat for me. Push it out. Good job. Go ahead and come on down. We're gonna go back into a little small runner here. Whew. I'm sweating so much, my knee is sliding. Oh, I'm gonna use the fan next time. I'm sorry if the audio will sound funky wonky, but You can also pull up here. I don't want you grabbing onto your foot though. All right. Base of your shin, right above your ankle. All right, go ahead and switch it. Lean forward. I need you to rotate your pelvis here. That's gonna get those hip flexors. All right, so don't arch your back. Ribs are stacked directly over your hips here. Good job, go ahead and pull up. Cool. Find your balance, then pull up. Go ahead and relax. Come on down for me. Bring him here. Whew. Lead with your chest. Try and pull in as much as you can. Now remember, you have to be on top of your nutrition too. You do not have to be perfect. It's not what I'm ever asking of anybody. All right, I ask that you get the best that you can. All right, so if you're making the small changes every single day, and you're working to build those habits, keep doing it. If you keep like you're falling off, then start small, okay? Get that protein in. Do not eliminate your carbs, guys. Do not, especially for these workouts, okay? Healthy fats, your healthy carbs, all right? Your fiber-filled carbs. Oh, those are so good for you. Get lots of protein in, okay? Stay very, very hydrated. All right, go ahead and stick one out, pull it in. I'm gonna scooch just a little bit, right here. You're trying to pull it in as much as you can and get your chest as close to this leg as you can. And go ahead and switch it out for me. And relax. All right, that is it for today's workout. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for challenging yourself today, for pushing it, for working out with me. I cannot wait to see you right back here for our next workout together. All right, get some rest, fuel yourself, hydrate yourself. And of course, if you need to cool down some more, definitely cool down some more. But I will see you right back here for our next workout together. Have a great day, night, week, weekend, or whenever it is for you. And I shall see you very, very soon.